of the Labour Party, Mr. Kainde Edun. He joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Mr. Edun, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
To be clear, you are the one on the you are on the side of Mr. Julius Abure.
Yes.
So the ruling of the court today says Mr. Julius Abure stands suspended. Is that it?
Well, by implication. The court never said that, but by implication. The basis is the court granted an order earlier. That was on April 5. The court granted an order restraining Julius Abure and 3 others from parading themselves as officers of the party. So that order did not sit down. That order, we have to remember, that order is ex parte, without hearing from the other side.
The one in the FCT or the one in Benin?
The one in the High Court of the FCT.
What about the one in Benin? Was it an ex parte too?
It's also another ex parte. Now, the difference between the two, the other ex parte in Benin is clearly in order.
So just for the sake of our viewers who are watching, ex parte is a Latin term,
yes.
which means that if there are conflicts between 2 people,
yes,
one person goes before the judge and asks for an injunction. An injunction is an order of court to say, please do not let his injury be meted on me until you hear the substantive matter. So he's saying, let the other party hold on. But usually you go before the court together, the 2 parties involved.
Yes.
But when you get an ex parte, it means that
without the
other party involved, appearing before the judge, for the sake of our viewers and those who are non-legal minds. So, so you can go ahead, just to clear that.
Now, other ex parte are usually granted to preserve the rest. That is, to maintain the peace. And it's usually granted to somebody who has a legal right. Now, another ex parte is supposed to make sure that there is peace, that the person who has a legal right, that is the person who is the national chairman, who is in charge, who is in control, the other is supposed to protect that person until we hear what you have brought before the court.
Equitably.
Yes, that is it. That is the order in Benin. It is to preserve the right that, okay, you stop whatever noise you are making, stop your fury, stop your complaints until I hear from both sides. Maintain peace. Let the person who is in charge, let the person who is in power remain in power.
The criminal charge that was leveled against Mr. Abure and a few members of the leadership of the party, which court is hearing that one?
There is no charge. That is the truth. All this is so much noise. There is no charge against any leader of the party.
No forgery charge?
No charge. No charge has been filed. And you don't try a criminal matter by originating summons. A criminal matter is tried by a charge being filed in court, either by the police or somebody who has an authority to file a charge in court.
But there was a petition.
No charge has been filed. Yes.
There was a petition, isn't
Anybody can write a petition. Any petition can be investigated. It is now the people who are investigating the petition, like the police, to find out that, yes, we have a case against this person and take the matter to court. Till today, there has been no charge
against Mr. Julius Abure.
No charge against the National Secretary, Umar Farouk. No charge against the National Treasurer, Olusi Okpara. No charge against Clement Ojukwu.
So why all this furore?
All this noise is just to mislead the public and mislead the Honorable Court. They went to that court making allegations of crime, which is unfounded because there's no charge. These people have never been tried. Somebody that has not been tried cannot be found guilty. They have never even been tried. They have not been questioned.
So the prayers is that there are petitions and there are speculations, because not until when a court of competent jurisdiction rule on a matter, especially issues of criminal dimension, is still in the realm of speculation.
Yes.
So when they went to court and said, look, my lord, this is happening in our party, and there is this allegation, and we suspect that this person has done this. And they brought forth some document, which they said, these are forged documents and done on behalf of the party. And we suspect that there are some criminal behaviors that have gone on in the party. And this is the basis on which they prayed to court that Mr. Abure and co. should step aside. But their own thinking, I mean, because I've spoken to them a few times, is that, look, if there are these petitions against you, why don't you allow why don't you present yourself on this matter and let the court decide and step aside? Does it make sense to you that there is a need to step aside?
Doesn't make any sense. These are unfounded allegations. These things never happened. If somebody has been alleged to have committed a crime, he's presumed innocent. That's Nigerian law. He's innocent until his guilt is proved. In fact, the process of even proving the guilt of this has not started. Nobody has filed any charge against them. These are just trump-up allegations that were placed to just mislead the Honorable Court. Unfortunately, the Honorable Court was misled to grant that ex parte order. We are dissatisfied but we wanted to say, okay, let us place our objection before the court. That was the essence of preliminary objection, for the court to see why that court lacks power to look into all these things. If anybody wants to try a person, we should file a charge. If the police want to try...
One of the prayers is that challenging the jurisdiction of the court on this matter is whether the court has the power, or has the jurisdiction, rather, to entertain a matter involving the internal crisis of the party.
Yes. Jurisdiction is actually the power of a court to hear and determine a matter that is...
But the court has said it has jurisdiction.
Yes, but we believe that the court lacks power. And that is why we are now appealing to the Court of Appeal to look at that this court lacks power. We are dissatisfied with the decision of the court to say he has power.
Have you appealed the matter?
Yes.
When did you do that?
An appeal has been filed today.
Today?
Records will be transmitted.
At the Court of Appeal?
Yes. Let the line of justice of... Record will be transmitted next week. The appeal has been filed. That's the process. Records will be transmitted. Let the Court of Appeal look at it, whether that court actually has power to hear and determine this matter. Our opinion is that the court lacks power. Though the court has expressed a contrary opinion, well, that is the opinion of the court. But we believe that opinion is wrong, and we are challenging it, and we are saying that the court lacks power to even look at this matter in the first place.
Okay, so you are of the opinion that a matter involving the internal wrangling within a party should not be judicially reviewed. Is that the position of your side?
The truth is that a political party, just like any voluntary organization, you voluntarily submitted yourself to be a member of that organization, and you must abide by the rules, by the regulations of that organization, by the constitution of that organization. And a party is supreme over its affairs. And if a party says, this is my national chairman, that is the national chairman, that's what the party has said. Nobody has a right. A political party is not a place where you seize power or where you hijack power. There are procedures.
But when there is a conflict of how and manner, or in the manner in which things should progress within an association such as a political party, where do you suppose that the matter should be taken to?
In as much as that party has done all the things that has done, in accordance with its constitution, the courts cannot interfere. It is only when a political party is flouting its own constitution, the court will say, okay, this constitution, if whatever has been done has been in accordance with the constitution, then there's no way...
But Mr. Lamidi Apapa says he is now the chairman. That's what the court says. It's valid. What he says valid today.
That court has never said Lamidi Apapa is the national chairman. And that issue is not even before the court.
What made him to infer so?
They are just creating problem. They just want to create some confusion. They are being paid, they are hired agents, they are hirelings. What they want to do? There is a momentum now in Nigeria.
That is the word going around.
Yes.
That they are being paid.
Yes.
Give us an understanding of that dimension.
The dimension is there is a